Hi everyone, and welcome to this short video on taking a look at how to create a list style page in your Google site. Well, first of all, let's start off by taking a look at what it will look like. So here's a list style page, and on a list style page you have the opportunity of creating a variety of columns of different types of data, and your users can input that information, or you could input that information. It can be sorted as well. A lot of different uses for this list style of page. Here's an example of one setup. So we have columns here: first name, last name, Google account, email address. And if you or your users want to add content, they just simply click on Add Item. They can begin to put that information in these spaces and click on Save, and that will be automatically added to the list. You can even click on the existing data and come in and to edit that data as well, depending on what rights you have on the site. So a list style can come in very, very handy. You can even go back in and customize the list and make some changes there, but that's only for the person who has editing rights of the site. So let's take a look and see how those list style pages are created. So let's come up here to our sandbox, and we are going to create a list style page. Let's click on New Page, and we'll type in here List Style Page. And again, down below, we can select from the different types of templates that Google has ready for us to create our pages. Again, the basic web style page, which will allow you to put any kind of content on there you wish, your announcement style page, file cabinet, and your list style. Let's take a look at the list style. And down below we have an opportunity to select the location of that page. I normally don't use this area. I will do it manually at another time. So I'm just going to put the title in and select a template, click on Create. We have one more step. We have a number of different templates that Google offers us in the way of a list style page. We have some action items, issue lists, unit status. Take a look at those at your leisure. You might find those helpful for your work, for your classroom, or for your district. We're going to jump in and create our own list. We can define our own columns and lists, and we're going to use the template. So click on Use Template. It will begin by offering us an opportunity to begin to construct those lists. So let's start working on that. So we have a new column, and we'll call this First Name. I click on Add Another Column, and I can type in last name. And notice as I'm creating my columns, I do have the opportunity to move those columns around in any order that I wish. So if I wanted to, I could move the last name first, first name last, and move those in whatever order that I wish. And I can even remove them from my construction area if I wish. Let's add another column. You may have noticed over here on the right-hand side, as I construct those columns, I can have different types of columns. I've been working with text mostly here so far, so let's take a look at our options. Here's one's called the checkbox style. So let's just type in checkbox, and we'll see how that looks when we go. Let's add another column. What else do we have here? We have a date. Let's click on the date, and we'll type in date. So we'll see what that looks like. Let's add another column. We have a drop down. So let's select drop down, and we'll name this drop down. Notice we have options down here. We can actually have lists. So I can have one here. I can go 1, 2, 3. Whatever content that I want to drop down for my users to select. Let's add another column. What else do we have here? Indeed, we have a URL. So we'll select URL, and we'll type in URL. So I begin adding and constructing my lists. I can do some sorting and setting up some defaults for my sorting if I wish. Let's just go ahead and see what we have so far. Let's click on Save. Here we go. Now our list is complete. and we can start working on that. Notice it automatically placed this page on the navigation bar. Again, I do have a video on customizing your navigation bar if you'd like to change the order of those pages or remove pages from that list or place pages on there that you've been working on. We also can go to our edit button if we want to. Gives us a little editing area where we can type in some instructions, give some guidance on how folks will be using this list style page. It's always advisable. And we'll click on Save there. Let's go to our list. Let's take a look and see what we have here. So there's no data in our list yet, so this is what the Add Item button is all about. We can click the Add Item. Let's see how these work. So let's go through this. Here we go. We have Tony Hensler. And we do have a checkbox. So the checkbox can be used for whatever reason that you want to. Maybe someone has paid or someone has completed something. You can use the checkbox, and that can be checked or unchecked. We'll just check it. And we can have a date, so it could be the completion date, the date posted, so we click on Choose Date. And it should load us here a little calendar. Hopefully our web is going to be working for us. Well, we'll come back to that in just a minute. We do have a drop down. We can select from 1, 2, or 3. Let's go 2. And we can type in a web address. Or paste, of course, more advisable. And the display text. And for some reason, our web action isn't giving us a choose date, so we'll just move on. And so that's how the data would appear. And if I wanted to, I can click on that line of data and I can edit that line of data and maybe uncheck that if I wish. Let's see if that choose date's going to pop up. And not right now. We'll click on Save. And now I can begin to build that by adding more items. Notice that under each of these categories, I can search by that category or column that we have set up. Lots of things you can do with the list style page. Hope you found this video helpful. Have a good day.